Shalom, shalom, following the shul. Welcome back again to the Rock. Be your own grocery store. Be your own grocery store. So right here, these are all lettuces. Well, up to about there. Then we have kohlrabi in there. And a couple of different mustards, some kales. It wasn't supposed to be like that. I planted some things and then they didn't come up, so I planted some other seeds there, and then everything came up all at once, and that's why I have kohlrabi and some kale in there, some topsoil in there. I got different greens in there, but you see we got lettuces here, and we've been eating these, and then lettuces up there, and we haven't even touched those yet. Be your own pharmacy. Produce your own food. Down here, you'll see the rows coming in. Those are all radishes. We eat and consume radishes and turnips. We eat and consume a lot of radishes, a lot of turnips here. We eat a lot of radishes and a lot of turnips. So they know how to make very good meals with turnips, and they make the radishes very tasty. But that's what we got growing here. And then we have those gardens over there. We got some onions there. We have tomatoes coming up. And garlic. I got a late start on my tomatoes this year. We'll start in other gardens instead. So these are the lettuces that we are eating off of. These are not the lettuces that are going elsewhere, but these are the lettuces that we are eating off of right here. Here we are over here. We have beets that I am letting go to seed. These will be going to seed. And then we have our climbing green beans. These are all climbing green beans. They will all be climbing these two cattle panels to produce an abundance of green beans. These we're only going to be canning these. So these will be canned or blanched and frozen. So these are not going to be eaten immediately. We have a whole nother section for green beans that are going to be eaten. These will not be. And then right here, we have beets. Oh, a couple of beets, but mostly chards. Mostly chard. These will be canned or blanched. So these will not be eaten either. And then if you look over here, we have our turmeric. Turmeric is coming up. Now we expanded our turmeric area a lot. There's turmeric right there. So all this is turmeric. You're going to be seeing them pop up all over the place here. This right here is turmeric. You see a little one right there. And there's probably 50 or 60 plants or bulbs in here of turmeric. And then up there we have ginger. And you can see, and you're able to see one right over there. You'll see a ginger. Let me see if I can get closer. There's one right over there. See, now I have to get in here and show you. Ginger. Bam! So they're starting to pop up. Got some here. This little bed right here, from here to here, is also ginger. And there it is. So the turmeric and ginger doing great. And we have some more climbing green beans. And I grow these green beans on the bottom of my compost bin. So this is my compost, chicken compost that comes from my chicken coop. I put it in here. When it rains, it drains through these slits in the bin and it feeds my green beans here. I don't have to do anything. So instead of the runoff from your compost just kind of going to waste, I use it all. So I make sure I plant directly in the bottom of all of my compost bins, chicken coops. I have to go in there and do some trimming. Those are my pear trees. I have 6 or 7 pear trees there. And then I have quite a few elsewhere. Hallelujah. Calcium for the chickens. Be your own garden. You see, I'm still working on this garden. Haven't even planted this thing out yet. We have some transplanted garlic, and then we have tomatoes coming up. And when I transplant the garlic, I'm not worrying about them dying off initially because they die off, and then usually they'll come back. And these are second-year bulbils. So this year and next year, I'll be able to harvest these. So I'm not necessarily worried. I'm planting them in the midst of my tomatoes because they actually help keep hornworms off of your tomatoes. So be your own be your own grocery store. I'm just showing you a couple gardens right now. This is what we've been doing. This is what we've been working on. Is growing. I have okra growing. I have over 100 pepper plants growing. I have over 100 more tomato plants that are in seed starts. I have probably 70 squash plants that I'm growing right now. I have, I don't know, hundreds of green beans. Those are the ones that we're going to be eating. You've seen my potatoes. I have, let me show you this right now. I was going to do a separate video on this. In fact, I'm going to show you it, and then I'll do the separate video on it. But these are blackberries, and these are raspberries. So those two I actually purchased. That one and that one I actually purchased. This one right here is just a blackberry that I got off of our land and transplanted over here. There's that one, there's this one, there's that one. There is these, as you can tell, they died back. They always die back when I transplant them, and then they come back strong. And they end up looking like this one. And I have these right here that have died back. And I'll tell you why I'm doing it this way in the next video. Hallelujah. Be your own grocery store. This is how you can save money. When you don't have to go out and spend any money for organic anything because you produce it yourself, you never, ever have to worry about the nutritional value of whether it is organic or not. We just started this garden this year. I tilled it up this year, put some, we flooded it with leaves. We poured a ton of leaves in here and then used my chicken compost. And as you can see, we are getting an ample. Nothing's more beautiful than being able to feed a large family fresh vegetables, fresh eggs, and soon fresh meat every single day. Hallelujah. I thank the Father for his increase. All right, bless y'all. I'm about to do another video shooting my berries. Shalom.